So I just wanted to rant for a little bit about GGG's complete inconsistency. A little bit of background. I'm scrolling up through a conversation. Where is it? Yeah, every character needs 7+1 layers of defense in this game. It needs all its elemental res capped. It needs physical mitigation, basically 75%. It's another res. It needs chaos, 75% res. It needs crit defense, crit reduction, like on Brass Dome or whatever, because it doesn't matter what your resistances are if the value being applied to you is multiplied by some hideous factor and overwhelms it. You need base effective hit points to work with, whatever that means for your build, ES or life. And you need curse resistance, because curse does the same thing as crit. It jacks up the values such that it pierces any resistance that you might have. And typically you need another thing, like block or just being super fast, high DPS, something that amounts to another layer. That's why I say 7+1, because that one's kind of flexible. Also, you need corrupted blood protection in some way. Like either you're not dealing the damage yourself, air quotes, which is what we're talking about here, or you have, CB immunity implicit on a jewel, which is usually how most builds deal with it. By the time you do all that, you don't really have room for a character left, and that's a general Poe gripe, but that's not the point of this video. I'm making this video to share a finding I had. So I've got, in trying to meet that absurd checklist, I was told about this node. Enemies poisoned by you cannot deal critical strikes. The problem there is by you. It doesn't say enemies poisoned, it says by you. And apparently me throwing a mine is not by me. And why I say that, I have temporarily swapped out my Herald of Purity for Herald of Agony. It adds poison damage or whatever, and my thing does have chance to poison. Where is it? Yeah, 45%, right? In addition, I bought a jewel to make sure I'm dealing chaos damage, so that I should actually be generating poison. And of course I'm not. I mean, you would guess that from the context here. But yeah, I've got it running. It's up, and I go to shoot stuff. Let's go get some. I was actually here briefly. Then I got a trade, so this is good. But notice I won't get Herald of Agony when the dudes spawn. See? So I'm not doing the poison. It's being poisoned by a spell I'm casting, right? But it doesn't count because GG doesn't understand consistency for shit. And it just frustrates me, because it's like all this illusionary freedom. I can do all this stuff, but I have to do all this stuff. Like, I get like 4 points left to spend after I cover my bases, and I just showed that I didn't cover my bases. I don't get all the crit chance, so I can't even. I'm not mitigating any crit. So what happens is I do a blueprint and I start the alert run, and rares pile up, and eventually one of them gets extra crits, or one of the million ways to stack crit in this game, and I just get annihilated. And it's super, super frustrating. I thought I was doing good, I removed a bunch. I wasted some regrets, and I removed some stuff, getting 1 point here, 1 point there, so that I could path through this cluster. I mean, I felt lucky, like, oh, it was on my tree already, this is great, I don't really have to make an effort to get there, and it's short, only 3-4 points. That's cool. It all seemed worth it, but nope, I get to undo all of it and go back. So I just thought I'd share, because bitching. Thanks for watching.